वरीशन ये दिन जामिनी जागिरे। शीत आतप वातवरीशन ये दिन जामिनी जागिरे। विफल से विनु कृपण दुर्जन विफल से विनु कृपण दुर्जन चपल सुख लव लागिरे। चपल सुख लव लागिरे। भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन भय चरणारविंद रे। ये धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन ये धन यौवन इथे की आछे परती तीरे। ये धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन इथे किया छे परती तीरे। कमल दल जल जीवन टलमल कमल दल जल जीवन टलमल भजहु हरिपद नीति रे। भजहु हरिपद नीति रे। श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन पाद सेवन दास्य रे। श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन पाद सेवन दास्य रे। पूजन सखी जन आत्मनिवेदन पूजन सखी जन आत्मनिवेदन गोविंद दास अभिलाष रे। गोविंद दास अभिलाष रे। भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे। भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे। भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे। जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव। राधे 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 राधे। निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौरा हरि बोल। निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौरा हरि बोल। जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह। जय लक्ष्मी देवी जय लक्ष्मी देवी जय लक्ष्मी देवी जय लक्ष्मी देवी। जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव। जय गुरुदेव। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि।
Om Agyanatimirandasya Jananjananjalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadabmayam Dadate Swapadantikam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda 241 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. So today we'll be reading and discussing from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, text 41. Vyavasayatmika budhir Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahu Sakaya Nantascha Bhuriyo Vyavasayinam Vyavasayatmika Budhir Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahu Shakaya Nantascha Bhuriyo Vyavasayinam Vyavasayatmika Budhir Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahu Shakaya Nantascha Bhuriyo Vyavasayinam. Next. Vyavasayatmika Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahu Sakha Sanantascha Vyavasayatmika Budhir Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahusaki Dhanascha Bhudayo Vyavasayinam Vyavasayatmika Budhir Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahusaka Hyanantascha Buddhayo Vyavasayinam. Mataji's, big lumps of ladies, come. Yes. Vyavasayatmika Budhir Ekeha Kuru Nandana You know? Bhutayo Navisayinam Vyavasayatmika Budhi Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahusatvakantascha Buddhayo Vyavasayinam. So Vyavasayatmika Budhi Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahu Shaka Hyanantascha Buddhayo Vyavasayinam. Vyavasayatmika Budhi Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahusaka Inantascha Buddhayo Vyavasayinam. Vyavasayatmika Budhi Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahusaka Nanyascha Buddhayo Vyavasayinam. Anyone else, please? Vyavasayatmika Budhir Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahusaka Nandhascha Buddhayo Vyavasaya. So let's say it all together. Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Ekeha Kurunandana Bahusaka Yanantascha Buddhayo Vyavisayanam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Word for word translation, Vyavasayatmika. Resolute in Krishna consciousness. Buddhi, intelligence. Eka, only one. Iha, in this world. Kurunandana, O beloved child of the Kurus. Bahu Shaka, having various branches. He, indeed, Ananta, unlimited. Cha, also. Buddhaya, intelligence. Avyashainam, of those who are not in Krishna consciousness. Purport by His Divine Grace, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one, O beloved child of the Kurus. The intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. Purport. A strong faith that by Krishna consciousness one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life is called Vyavasayatmika intelligence. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 22, text 62, states, Shraddha Shabde Vishwasya He Shudrita Nishchay Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hai. Faith means unflinching trust in something sublime. When one is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness, he need not act in relationship to the material world with obligations to family traditions, humanity, or nationality. Fruitive activities are the engagements of one's reactions from past good or bad deeds. When one is awake in Krishna consciousness, he need no longer endeavor for good results in his activities. When one is situated in Krishna consciousness, all activities are on the absolute plane, for they are no longer subject to dualities like good and bad. The highest perfection of Krishna consciousness is renunciation of the material conception of life. This state is automatically achieved by progressive Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. The resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sadurlabha. A person in Krishna consciousness is the rare good soul who knows perfectly that Vasudeva, or Krishna, is the root of all manifested causes. As by watering the root of a tree, one automatically distributes water to the leaves and branches. So by acting in Krishna consciousness, one can render the highest service to everyone, namely self, family, society, country, humanity, etc. If Krishna is satisfied by one's actions, then everyone will be satisfied. Service in Krishna consciousness is, however, best practiced under the able guidance of a spiritual master who is a bona fide representative of Krishna, who knows the nature of the student and who can guide him to act in Krishna consciousness. As such, to be well versed in Krishna consciousness, one has to act firmly and obey the representative of Krishna. And one should accept the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master as one's mission in life. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur instructs us in his famous prayers for the spiritual master as follows. Yashat prasadat bhagavat prasadho yashat prasadan nagati kutopi Dhyam stuvam stasyaya shastri sanjam vande guru sri charanada vindam. By satisfaction of the spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes satisfied. And by not satisfying the spiritual master, there is no chance of being promoted to the plane of Krishna consciousness. I should therefore meditate and pray for his mercy 3 times a day, and offer my respectful obeisances unto him, my spiritual master. The whole process, however, depends on perfect knowledge of the soul beyond the conception of the body, not theoretically, but practically. When there is no longer a chance for sense gratification manifested in fruitive activities. One who is not firmly fixed in mind is diverted by various types of fruitive acts. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaudavani Pacharane Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarane Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Go Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'm surprised that so many of you are here today. Most devotees are in Florida. That's Sadhu Sangha. But this is also Sadhu Sangha. You're all sadhus. Because your devotion to Krishna brought you here, that makes you a sadhu. Sadhu eva samantavya. No matter what we've done in the past or yesterday or whatever, by being here, you become sadhu. Why is that? Because now we can hear together. I'm hearing, you're hearing, I'm speaking, you'll also get a chance to speak. So that way we can follow Bhagavad Gita very nicely. Because Bhagavad Gita is an opportunity. Everything is an opportunity if you take it. Like they say, take the opportunity. Some people don't take the opportunity. They get all the education, then something is available for them, but they don't take the opportunity. So then they fail. So Prabhupada's books are here, yes? No? Prabhupada's books are here, yes? 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 They told me, Sham said, if they don't say yes, don't give them prasadam. So I'll pack you all up, put you in a bag, and wherever I go, I'll take you with me. You can all say yes whenever I speak. So the opportunity is in front of us. Some of our younger students may say, I'm too young for that. No. Who knows Prahlad Maharaj? You know Prahlad Maharaj? Prahlad Maharaj? What did he do? Wow. Haribo! See, you can all learn from what she just did. She could have told a 10-hour story, but instead she condensed it. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says, essential truth spoken concisely is true eloquence. You want to be an eloquent speaker? Speak concisely. Don't confuse the people. Sometimes devotees speak in such a way, people say, I don't know what that was about. Someone called me this morning after being in 3 classes today, and she was still confused. She said, Prabhu, what does that mean? So I had to take her through a very short version, just 3 verses. This will help you. And she said, okay, that's very good. So Prahlad and all young people, what does it say? Kumara acharet pragya. That means Kumara. What does Kumara mean? Not the 4 Kumaras. What does Kumara mean? Less than 5 years. Prahlad was less than 5 years. Dhruva Maharaj less than 5 years. All very young. So you may say, I'm too young. Why are you putting all this pressure on me to learn so many things? You're not too young. See, when you say you're too young, that means you missed the first point of the philosophy, which is, Dehino sminyata dehe kaumaram yovanam jara tata dehandara praptir dhiras tatra namuyati. That the soul is passing through the body. So right now you might be 5 years old, you might be 10 years old, you might be 40 years old, you might be 70 years old, whatever it is. The problem is we identify with that. That's where the problem begins. That's why it's so difficult to make advancement in Krishna consciousness, because we're still stuck on the bodily plane. So this verse is telling us, Eke Hakurananda, one pointed attention based on knowledge. You can't be successful in Krishna consciousness unless you get the basic understanding. Don't jump too far. Like in the case of certain people, they want to hear about the gopis. They want to hear Ras Leela. I was attending a lecture at Emory University. One of my senior godbrothers was giving a lecture only to PhDs and professors, not students, PhDs and professors. And one professor was so proud. We have heard about Krishna, Parthasarthi. He knew some Sanskrit. Parthasarthi. We've heard about Krishna, this, that, so many things. Now we want to hear about Krishna, the lover. And that devotee said, you're not qualified. All PhDs. Because his devotee was very bold. You're not qualified to hear that. First, you have to understand, Dehinos Minyatadi. Like I ask people sometimes, what's the first lesson in Bhagavad Gita? What are the answers? What's the first lesson in Bhagavad Gita? I'm not the body. But if you listen to Srila Prabhupada's lectures, listen to a lot of them, you'll find that he talks about that almost in every lecture. Why? Because he knew his disciples were still attached to the body. He could tell. If you like to eat too much or sleep too much, he saw disciples like that. You know? That means they're attached to the body. So he had to extricate us from this mental foolishness that we are the body. The person I was speaking to this morning was trying to understand, what do we do? And I said, nothing. She was like, nothing? Nothing. So I had to justify that very powerful statement. How did I justify? I said, turn to Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, text 27. And she immediately turned to that text. What is that text? Who knows? Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasaha ahankar vimuratma kartahamiti manyate. So the bewildered soul, so I explained to this devotee, you and I are bewildered souls. It's not that Krishna's talking to the people that we sell books to. That's a mistake. You're a bewildered soul. You need to learn this. No, you're a bewildered soul. Who? All of us. We came into this world from the spiritual world, being pure in the spiritual world. Somehow or another we fell down here. So that's another big question. How did the pure soul fall down here? Who has an answer? Yes. But how can there be envy in the spiritual world? Yeah. So what it is it's more insidious. It's very deep, what happened. And sometimes they would ask Prabhupada that question. He would say, you don't worry how you fell, you worry how you get back. Sometimes he would push like that. But how can there be impurity in the spiritual world? How can there be envy in the spiritual world? How can there be hatred? There are not even demons there. So in order for Krishna to fight, he has to come here. He has to send some devotees like Jai and Vijay. That was a trick. The trick was he wanted to fight. Like, if you're a king, you're powerful, sometimes you want to test your strength. There's no chance in the spiritual world. No demons. Maybe there's a hint in the background. Maybe there's a demon, but there's no demon there. So Krishna comes here, right? So how we fail is based on who we are. Who are we? Satchidananda Vigraha. But there's another underlining principle which is very important. We are independent to a certain degree. And we have independence. And Srila Prabhupada explains that very nicely and philosophically. In the loving exchange with Krishna, there must be independence. There's no love unless there's independence. I love you because. I love you because. Like sometimes you write a birthday card. I'm actually very good at writing birthday cards to my wife. I'm not good at anything else. She knows she's going to get a birthday card. You're the this, and you're the that, and you're the da. She said, my husband finds the best birthday cards because I know what she is. So we have to know who we are. We're not Gujarati. Anyone here born in Gujarat, raise your hand. Anyone born in where? Assam? Bengal? আমি Bangla জানি না. Any Bengali? Mostly Hindi like that. I don't know Hindi, so don't even by food. So what happens is we keep reaffirming that every time someone asks us, where are you from? I'm from India. Oh, I'm from Atlanta. I'm from East Point. What's your background? I'm African American. I'm Gujarati. And all of that is the foolishness. So this verse is telling us, drop it. And I'm from this family, that family, this family. And we become very proud. There's nothing wrong. I mean, I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of my mother. She's been gone for 55 years. But I'm very proud of her. She was a wonderful example. She was really my first guru. And she never said it, but she just did it. Yat yat acharati shrestha. The way she carried herself, the way she spoke, the way she always gave me my cake. She was a very sweet lady, you know. So she set the example. So I'm proud of her. But should that pride color my understanding? Karmatmaka yena sharira bandha. I believe that's 5th canto, Lord Rishabdev. Karmatmaka yena sharira bandha. So we're bound up in karma because of this mindset. So Prabhupada says, colored by fruitive activity. Like you have glasses, right? I have glasses. Sometimes you color the glasses. And then you see through the colors. It doesn't look the same. If you take off your glasses and you put them on, especially if you have those shades, you know, summer shades and all that, the world looks different. So when you're looking through the eyes of karma, karmatmaka yena sarira bandha, that's when you get bound up in the material world. So how do we change that vision? Shastra chakshusha. See through the eyes of the Shastra, through the books. Same thing I was explaining this Mataji this morning, that you have to become familiar with what Prabhupada said. Otherwise you will be confused. Then you'll tell me what someone else said, or what that one said. And especially if you go on the internet. You go to Facebook and you come back and tell me what they said, I'll say, I don't want to hear it. It's too much nonsense. Everybody is an authority. My authority is sitting right there on that seat, Srila Prabhupada. So I try to change the way I speak, to change the way I think, to reflect what I've heard from him. And I don't do it perfectly, don't get me wrong. I don't do it perfectly. When I make a mistake in it, I go back and I check. And now you can check on the internet, vedabase.com. I'm sorry. See, I got it wrong. .io. And that way you can cross-check what Prabhupada said. Actually, I have the app, which is really good. It's very nice. Then you have prabhupadvani.org. Got that right? .org. So there is no, as Prabhupada used the word, dearth, not dirt, dearth. That means there's no lack of the information. But do we avail ourselves of this information? We should. That way we can reflect what Srila Prabhupada has said, and then we'll be protected. So here in this verse, this is such a powerful verse. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose. So how do you come to the point of resoluteness in purpose? There's purpose, and then there's resolute. Purpose might be to graduate from college, but you're not resolute enough to stay in the program. Then you get out. Prabhupada said that about some of his disciples. They were not fixed, so they left. This is true. I met one time at the Atlanta airport one of Prabhupada's first secretaries, and he was so proud to say, I was Prabhupada's secretary. But then he started trying to subtly criticize Prabhupada. I said, you need to stop. Don't do that in front of me. I will not listen to any criticism of Prabhupada. I'm not going to fight you. Actually, what I might do is just run away. I don't want to be poisoned like that. It's too much poison. So when you hear from Prabhupada sufficiently, then you can get this Eke Hapkuran. So he says here in the purport, the resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. Please repeat. The resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. Is based on knowledge. Is based on knowledge. And knowledge has two aspects. You say knowledge. Okay, I'm going to get a lot of knowledge. But then the next thing is Gyan Vigyan. Get the knowledge, but now apply. So Srila Prabhupada heard from his spiritual master. he gives all credit to his spiritual master. And he said, I am just trying to follow the order of my Guru Maharaj. He was writing a letter to Sumati Morarji, the lady who gave him the passage on the ship. He wrote many letters to her, especially when he was in New York. He was saying how he was missing Vrindavan. He actually said, I would like to die in Vrindavan. Sometimes he would say, you can die anywhere. But in his heart, he was thinking, I'd like to die in Vrindavan. And Krishna fulfilled that desire. So he was telling her that many, many devotees are coming now. I want to train some disciples in India, in Vrindavan. Please give me a passage so they can come. He actually explained that someone gave me a plane ticket, so I'm flying back. That's the first time he went back. But he said, I have two disciples I want to bring to Vrindavan. He said, one of them please give one ticket so he can come on the boat. The other one will come with me. Prabhupada was just demonstrating in his old age. I got the instruction from my Guru Maharaj in 1922 when he was a young man. But he was a married man. He was a businessman. He was traveling, opening accounts. He was creating all these formulas, working for that Dr. Bosch or someone like that, doing all this medical work. But he never forgot that initial instruction. See, what happens is the spiritual master's job is to find a way to inspire the aspiring disciple. Many stories like that. Who knows the story of Mri Gari, the hunter? Mri Gari. Who knows that story? This hunter, yes. Yeah, but concisely. Yeah. Avoid it. Beautiful. Because Narada Muni, you know what he did? The hunter was half killing animals, not fully. Like some of these so-called hunters, they just like to shoot the animal, just like a target practice. So this Mrigari was very dark and very ferocious. He's just like half killing animals. So Narada Muni said, not good. Because the animals that you're causing all this pain, they're going to come back in the next life and kill you. So he said, better to kill that animal completely. Now, what kind of instruction is that? I thought we were against killing animals, right? Are we against killing animals? Why Narada Muni is telling this man, don't half kill, kill completely. Who knows? There's some logic there. He's a hunter by karma, but there's another part to it. Don't half kill, kill completely. He's a guru, great saint Narada Muni, giving such a strange instruction. There's another example that might help you understand this one. What is it? How do you say Dasu Ratnakar? Valmiki? You know Valmiki. Before he was Dasu Ratnakar. Yeah. Dasu Ratnakar. Maybe I'm saying it wrong because I'm from Atlanta. Come on. Huh? No, but it says Dasu. I know, but Prabhupada says Dasu Ratnakar. So names are different. You know, maybe Hindi is this way, Bengali that way, this way. But the person who became Valmiki. So who knows that story? He was actually, yes. He was like a murderer. He was a very bad person. Even in the Bible, David in the Bible was not a good person, but he became a great person. So in this Dasu, say it again, what's the name? Daku, okay, got it. When I need to say it, I'll call on you. So he was like that. Narada Muni again. This Narada Muni is so amazing. He's always moving around causing some problem. Go in here. Go. So he tells the guy to do what? The guy was like to kill. So he said, you say Mara. What does Mara mean? Kill. He said, okay, I can do that. Like if someone says, Balabhadra, here's a guitar. Oh, happy, I love it. Okay, I'm fine. So he gave him something he could do. The Guru gives you something you can do. Prabhupada, when he started, I'll get back to Dasarat, not Daku. Prabhupada, when he started the movement, said 64 rounds. No, we can't do it. Oh, these people. Okay, 32 rounds. No, we can't. What are these people? Bhakti Siddhanta said, you're not even human if you can't do it. So we're basically not even human. He said, okay, 16, that's it, no less. And the crazy thing is, there's some people who are out there preaching now, telling people, you don't need to chant 16, just chant 8 to get initiated. No. You can chant one round, but when you come to initiation, it must be 16. So this guy, what's his name again? Daku? Spell it.
No, D-A-K-O-O-O.
Daku. Like a dacoit. Okay, let's say dacoit. That one I know. So he gave him something he could do. Okay, everyone say Mara. Keep saying it. Keep going. It becomes Ram. So by becoming Ram, by saying Mara became Ram, he became Valmiki. And Valmiki wrote the Ramayana before Ramchandra appeared. From being a Daku, or dacoit, to that. Like someone says, well, Balabhaja, how did you get here? I don't know. From where I was in 1972 to where I am now, I don't know how it happened. Somehow or another, by Krishna's grace, a devotee descended into my life as I'm standing downtown waiting for the MARTA bus to go home from work. No looking for Krishna, just going home from work. And this devotee descended. Now I'm telling you, it's a true story. There were at least 50, 60 people standing next to me, both sides, waiting for the bus. You know, at a bus stop. Huh? Yeah. He's a guitar player, but not a veena. So it's amazing, he came directly to me, bypassing all those people. Why? Because I was internally suffering some emotional stress. I told you before, my mother died, father died, brother died. So that was emotional stress. And I'm thinking, what is the purpose of life? Boom! Atato Brahma Jigyasaha. When you come to that stage, when you question, is there something more? Then Krishna sends the guru through some form. And the guru is not just one. Everyone's fixated on Diksha Guru. Who did you get initiated from? Okay, there are different kinds of gurus we discussed before. Who knows the different types of gurus? Yes. Yes. Huh? Yeah, one more. Huh? But there's one more. Vardma Pradakshaka Guru. That means the guru who shows you the way. It may not be your Diksha Guru, it may not be your Siksha Guru, but the one that came and brought you the understanding of Krishna. Like this devotee, Vardma Pradakshaka Guru. Pradakshaka. So that person who gives you Krishna the first time, like my Vardma Pradakshaka Guru, maybe I'm saying it a little bit off, but that person still, I go to him after 3 years. And he was not initiated. When I met him, he was Bhakta Bill. He had just come from New York, Spanish Harlem. He was a yogi in New York. All of a sudden, here he is in my face, and he's showing me Krishna, Reservoir of Pleasure, that beautiful little book with a beautiful picture of Krishna. Now, I took the book, but I didn't read it in the beginning. He kept it in a bag with incense, and I was kind of into the hippie thing. So every day, I smelled the book. I'm serious, it smells so good, I just smell it. Then eventually I started reading it. And in reading that book, Prabhupada explains everything so nicely. So knowledge comes, Krishna sends it, as someone mentioned, Chaitya Guru. He's in your heart. He knows all your past, present, future. You can't hide anything from Chaitya Guru, nothing. Actually, there's different witnesses. I forget all the number. Different witnesses, day, night, sun, moon, all different witnesses. They see everything you do. So when the super soul sees that you've turned to him, instead of turning outwardly to family, friends, business, all your material desires, you're not going to find happiness there. That's what this verse is saying. That's what Prabhupada's explaining. You won't find happiness there. You'll find, there's a nice example Prabhupada gave. In England, they used to have something called a dunking stool. Stool means a seat, and dunking means put you in the water. So to punish a person, they would put him on the dunking stool, tie him down, and dunk him into the water. And he's, drowning. Then they bring him up. And then again they dunk him. They bring him up. Every time he comes up, I'm happy. But you're being dunked in the water, you're going to die, and you're happy? The moment the misery moves for just a second, you think you're happy. Okay, you've had the experience, you go outside, it's really hot. Maybe some of the guys who work in the yard or get all sweaty in the summer, we go inside in the air condition. But did we remove the heat, yes or no? We only temporarily, it's like a temporary cessation of the pain we call happiness. So when you get this knowledge, the resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness based on knowledge, it really solidifies with the practical application. You get wisdom, okay? Then life changes. Then your life really starts to change. When you get the knowledge, and then you start to apply the knowledge, and then you see the results of applying knowledge. Who can think of an example in your own life where something you learned in Krishna consciousness, you encountered some difficulty or some challenge, and you applied the knowledge, and you felt relief? Any practical examples? Should I explain it again? You had the knowledge, you've read Prabhupada's books, you encountered something in your life, challenge, even an opportunity, and then you reflected on what you heard from Prabhupada, and you found resolution in your heart to become focused again. Any example, practical example. See, it's important to have practical examples, because that's when the knowledge becomes solid. Yes?
My father died in our family, and had a great accident. 4 people died at the time.
Oh, Krishna.
Yeah. And our family was very big. And my grandfather created a temple of Lord Shiva. And there was Hanuman also.
Wow.
So I used to worship there. But I read only one book when I was such an age, very small. So I heard that you have to worship Lord Shiva. So you will get a nice husband. Hari.
You did get a good husband.
Yeah, like Hari. And I read some qualities of Hari also.
Mm.
So that's it. And I never did anything. But I was going to every temple, and I was just reading whatever the written is there. And I never read lot of books, but whatever the sentence was,
Ah.
I always contemplated in mind. What's
Yes.
the meaning? What's the meaning?
Yes.
What's the meaning? Because I was alone in whole family. Whole family was working here and there. Nobody was there to tell me. So I, from Chaitaguru, whatever he said. So I got realization from inside only.
Wow.
So that's my really practical example.
Beautiful.
And I got a guru. And with the instruction of guru, whatever I did, whatever is necessary for my life for material
Mm.
benefit. So I got first material benefit, and I got advanced in spirituality because death, what is death? That was the question in my mind.
Wow.
So I searched what is
Yeah.
what is after death.
Mm.
So this way I came to Krishna consciousness.
Haribo. Beautiful. Maybe one more. Practical example. Practical. You read the books, you heard the philosophy, you encountered an opportunity, a challenge, whatever, and you remembered the philosophy, and then you were happy again in Krishna consciousness. Yes, John?
And people tell me what the reason for that, and I didn't really believe them because I'd like to be independent in my own way, kind of thing. But I just sort of followed on that, and so for a while there, I was doing my obeisance to Lord Shiva, and the practicality of it is Lord Shiva really does kind of dispel some of your ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
You become more meditative, and you learn to control your mind and your temper and anger, and once you do that, it elevates you to a new path.
Yes.
And my guru had told me that, listen, if you didn't ask fame, wealth, money, and all material benefit from Lord Shiva, And the best is bhakti. And Krishna, you know, I tried to fight it, but it's true. So the practicality example is when, even if you end up you know, worshiping or praising. Let's say the business is with a demigod, and you're being asked for so many material benefits per se. I mean, they'll give you that, but you know in your heart that you want more, and you want more. What is the best of the best, and that's Lord Krishna. They're going to facilitate
Yeah.
what you want truly in your heart. So the practicality of it, and don't be surprised if you, even if you're doing the basic system Lord Shiva and you're like locked down with devotees, you know, that's like you gotta pay attention to that. That means you're being called to something else. Is my practical.
Haribo. From one of our children? No thoughts? Any last thought? So, again, this one line, let's try to remember this one line. The resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. Please repeat. The resolute purpose of the person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. That's an indicator, marker. You want to make advancement? Okay, you want to be resolute in your purpose? You can have a purpose, but you may not be resolute. You may not be determined. So to become resolute, A.K. Hakudanandana, is based on knowledge. But then the knowledge just sort of sits there until you're challenged. Then you have to see, do you really believe this? Because I've been challenged a lot of times in 52 years in this movement. A lot of times. Sometimes daily, sometimes several times in a day. Are you going to remember Krishna? Sometimes I don't. Then I suffer. But then I remember that if I remember, then I'll be okay. Then I remember. So what did Prabhupada say at the beginning? A strong faith that by Krishna consciousness, one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life is called Vyavasayatmika intelligence. So just remember that. You have the books. This is chapter 2, text 41. Go back and study it. I can promise you, you won't understand it immediately. I can promise you it may take time. But are you resolute? Have you decided exactly what Prabhupada said? A strong faith that by Krishna consciousness, as Joan is saying, there was another consciousness in the beginning, Lord Shiva. We still have so much love for Lord Shiva. I did a lecture one time, I calculated 1/4 of the Bhagavatam talks about Lord Shiva. You can go back and check it. 4th canto, so many places. And there's one beautiful chapter, chanting the song sung by Lord Shiva. Such a beautiful chapter. Huh? Prachetas. Chanting the song sung by Lord Shiva. He's glorifying Krishna. So the point is, you have to have the faith that by Krishna consciousness, when you've been awakened, which Prabhupada talked about that in the purport, when you've been awakened to know that Krishna is everything, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Samahatma Sadulabha, now let's get busy. Busy what? Remembering Krishna. When? In all circumstances in life. Last story. There's one beautiful couple. They've been coming to the Atlanta Temple, the original Atlanta Temple, for 40 years practically. So he was a hotel owner, very nice hotels. So he made good money. So he bought a beautiful black Mercedes. This is before Tesla. Black Mercedes, really nice car. So he was driving home south of the airport to where he lived in Conyers. And it was a snowy, icy day. And that car flipped over at least 6 or 7 times. Flipping. And Jantibai told me, the moment that car started flipping, my wife and I, because they chant 16 rounds every day, my wife and I immediately thought we could die. So they started chanting Hare Krishna. They were like, oh my God, we're going to die. We might die. But they had been practicing long enough. They've been hearing from Prabhupada long enough. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tajanti hi kalevra. Whatever mindset you remember at the time of death, that's what you get. So they remembered Krishna. Of course, they didn't leave because they're still here. But they were actually, they were not initiated then. After that, they got very serious about getting initiated. And His Holiness Jai Pataka Maharaj gave them initiation. And very dedicated devotees. So it proved to me that what they had been hearing in the Sunday lectures, what they've been reading, it became practical. Jnana Vijnana. So in your life, you will get these challenges. I implore you, read enough, study deeply. Prabhupada said it. That purpose, you get it from knowledge. You don't get it by being lazy, because you will be tested over and over and over again. But if you don't have sufficient knowledge, you won't know which verse to go to help me, which pastime to go to help me. Then you just become confused. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched. Don't blame the world that you're spaced out or I'm spaced out. It's only because we're not focused. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any quick question, comment? If not, thank you very much. Our temple leader, yes, Prabhu.
I just thought about something, Prabhu.
Yeah.
If you consider yourself a piece of iron, you can be dragged into one of the magnet.
Oh, okay. If you think yourself as a piece of iron,
You try to go to the arena, it will not stay.
yeah.
You try to go to any other manner, it will not stay. The point is that, we can be attracted to any, we can become many branches and still not be happy.
Yes.
Only the way you can be happy is by connected or attracted to Krishna. Thank you.
Nice. I like this. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Our temple director, Shyam Bihari Prabhu, and his wife, they went to the Sadhu Sangha. That's why he's not here today.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful class. Thank you so much. And as Prabhuji was saying, most of the devotees and most of the devotee families are in Orlando, going, attending Sadhu Sangha. Every year, this period, like Labor Day holiday, they have this 3 days Memorial Day holiday. They have these 3 days of Sadhu Sangha held in different parts of United States. Last year and before it was in Dallas. This year is in Orlando. Before that it was in Utah and Boone and all. So it was a wonderful session. Today we are celebrating a couple of birthdays. Can I please invite Bindu Priya Mataji and Harshit? Come here. So you come here. You have no option. Come here. Prabhuji, can you arrange for a cake? Harshit, come here. This guy, he's so young, like he's young Narada Muni. He knows way lot more than many of us. So I've been watching him from past 2 years. The time we started this temple, he comes so often and he sings for us. He directs. He gives us some decorative material for the lordships. He's such a humble and awesome child. Mataji, I would like you to come. Just cut. No, you. Okay, you can stand before and Harshit will cut. Okay, on behalf of you. Come here, Mataji. So Mataji has sponsored this Sunday feast because of her birthday. And we'll all raise our hands and first 3 times say Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then we'll sing birthday song. Okay, Mataji, go ahead. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wish you a very happy and wonderful birthday on behalf of all the devotees. Much thank you. So, Harshit, you want to cut or you want to ask your mom to cut? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bindu Priya Mataji. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Okay, feed a mom. Thank you again, Bindu Priya. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Can I now invite Chintan Prabhu and Rita Mataji? Chintan Prabhu and Rita Mataji are celebrating her daughter Riya's birthday and also Keshav's birthday. Is Ishant Prabhu and Priyanka Mataji are here? Okay. Ishant, Priyanka and their families. Their grandfather, grandmom. Come over here. Come over. As you all know, Chintan Patel Prabhuji and Riya Mataji are very active part of our congregation. They are with us from maybe a decade and actively participate in all our programs, help us in this temple. Come here, come here. Come. So Riya and Keshav, where is Keshav? Oh, Keshav, yeah, small. Keshav's first birthday, wow. Oh, Haribo. Okay. So Riya and Keshav, okay? We'll first raise our hands high up and chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra for the blessings of these 2 kids. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can I request Niranjan Prabhu to arrange 2 fog garlands offered to Lordship? They were on the Narsingadev entire night. And we will request Balabhadra Prabhu to, Prabhuji, can you honor both the kids? I know this is difficult to have Keshav in Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And Keshav, first birthday. Hari Bol. Oh, okay. Okay, Riya, you and your brother cut cake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Riya and Keshav. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol.
महाप्रसादे गोविन्दे नाम ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्पपुण्यव्रतं राजन् विश्वासो नैव जायते शरीराविद्याजाल